Welcome to the After the Show movie podcast, brought to you by your hosts, Ace Scully and Sid Talk. We're addicted to movies. Are you? Welcome. Hello, Sid Talk. How are you doing?
Welcome on. Is that the right word?
Is that German?
I think. I don't know. It's nothing to do with the before the after the show discussion. It was nothing really. We came straight up. You made some tea. I had a bathroom break. And here we are.
Let's discuss your bathroom break.
Let's not. I mean, we can, but I reckon there's whole podcasts out there just for that.
Yeah, bathroom break. The podcast.
There you go.
Probably.
After the bathroom break.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe we should start.
There's people who even do podcasts while they're on the toilet. Okay, moving on.
There is a movie review podcast.
Moving on.
Called Shitter Reviews.
Oh.
Where he reviews them on the toilet.
Well, there you go.
That does exist.
Oh,
we are not associated with that podcast.
The world we live in.
All right. Sid Talk, thank you for your wonderful introduction.
Sure.
All right, it's Saturday, November the 1st. Happy November, everybody.
Right on.
Remember, the 1st of November.
That's not correct.
This is After the Show, 915, your weekly movie review podcast. And this week, we're looking at the movie Fantastic Four: First Steps. I just wanted to point out that this is the 37th MCU film.
Okay.
And we've seen them all. So we've seen at least...
Have we?
Yes, we have. We've seen at least 37 movies in our lifetime.
At least.
It's a 2025 release out now on streaming, rated PG-13. Its runtime is 1 hour and 55 minutes, and it's from our friends at Disney and Marvel who sent us a copy for review. Sid Talk, can you give us the synopsis of Fantastic Four: First Steps?
Fantastic Four is a group of superheroes that save the world.
And
I don't really know what else to say about Marvel movies anymore. There are some people with special powers. There is a very bad entity / person / creature in the world, in the universe, in other universes, in multiverses, and they clash, and Earth and or a city on Earth is the one that needs to be saved. I mean, that is the synopsis for them all.
Yes.
And in this one, we have 4 people. And well,
thank you to Jack Kirby and Stan Lee for that.
Why?
That little, the little template that you just mentioned.
Yes.
That's what they did.
Oh, they didn't invent that. I listen to old-timey radio. They did not invent that.
Well, we're still dining out on what they did. All right, the Fantastic Four: First Steps real synopsis is: forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond, the Fantastic Four must defend Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus and his enigmatic herald, the Silver Surfer.
Okay.
Is that good?
It's more thorough than mine.
Yes. All right, Sid Talk, the Fantastic Four: First Steps, the 37th Marvel MCU movie. What did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. Yes, I had to blur my eyes a bit for some of the crocky special effects here and there, but, my expectations sadly have been lowered over the years. And so I really enjoyed it was well done. It had cute, the style of it is like you said, like the Fallout style of. Yeah,
whatever that is. What is it?
An old-timey time frame, which again isn't new, but you take a city in the past and you add futuristic elements. So it's like from the 60s. The look of it and all the technology, and yet there are flying cars and people believe they have rockets and all that kind of stuff. So, but I like the way it looked. I like the feeling of it. It was a bit sappy, and there were times when I was like, "Oh, here's my problem." You see, because I just watched the first 15 minutes of Hocus Pocus 2.
Ugh.
I know, grunt groan, 15 minutes because I can't cope. It's so bad. And I never, if you've listened to the first 914 podcasts that we have done, I very rarely, if ever, say that a movie is just unwatchable. I've watched Zombievers, you know what I'm saying? Most of it. I did fast forward to some of it.
Was Hocus Pocus 2 a complete waste of your time?
Well, again, I've watched it once last year. It wasn't a waste of my time because it told me what I needed to know. And then this year, I decided I'm going to try it again. I watched my Hocus Pocus yesterday, and then I turned on Hocus Pocus 2 immediately after. Like, I didn't even get up for a pee break, another bathroom break. I just thought, okay, I'm just going to watch it. And if you had come in and looked at me, I know this isn't about Hocus Pocus 2, but you would have come around the corner of the couch and saw my jaw hanging down and my hand on the remote. Like, my brain is going, can I even take this another? I can't. And my hand was on the pause back button so many times. And then I just gave up after the few minutes because it's so, it gives me the creeps. Now they're doing number 3. So I'm crossing my fingers and crossing my toes.
Don't hold your breath.
Oh, I don't hold my breath. I'll just cross everything. So that's it for that. But coming off of that, I understand this movie also has a little bit of the sort of hoke factor and the weirdness of innocence, and
it's a bit like this script. The way it's portrayed was actually from the 50s.
Kind of, sort of, because the rock guy, whatever his name is, he's kind of like liking this lady, and there's no romance or anything. It's just, you can just tell there's like a little thing there, and it's sweet and cute. And our married couple is in love with each other, and then Johnny's like, looking out for sexy, shiny space aliens.
He's the teenager. He's not a teenager, but he's like the angsty teenager.
But there's nothing egregious about any of it. It's all very soft and malleable in your mind. And so I get that. It's just that I do like a little more edge, but I enjoyed it. I just settled in. I was cozy and warm, wrapped in all the blankets. Our home theater is a bit chilly this time of year. And then I just had fun. I don't know what else you can ask for from some superhero movie, really.
I really like the aesthetic of it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's like this pale blue color, and it's, pale blue and white, let's say. And I always like that. What is is there a name for it? Is it Art Deco or is it not Art Deco?
No, that's not Art Deco specifically.
There's something like in Fallout. It's that aesthetic.
Right. And I don't think the whole of it has a name, but it has an era, of course, post-World War II, plastics and roundiness, and that kind of got us through to the early 70s. Because even I had a stereo, or my sister got a stereo for Christmas one year that was the round oval shape of this really thick plastic. And it had a turntable on it. And
like an old-looking TV, like the...
Yeah, but it was flat. It was a record player. So I had a record player, 8-track tape player, and then this big sort of see-through, smoky-looking dome that was plastic. And they had something like that in this movie, like a big circular thing with a clear plastic dome that he was playing records on. I'm like, oh, we had one of those in the 70s.
Yeah, his technology was he was writing records, like recordable records.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the technology in this is futuristic yet retro.
Correct.
The whole thing, right?
Which is fun to watch. I like it.
Yeah, I think it added a lot to the movie, just the aesthetic of it. Because it looked like it leapt off the comic book pages. And it wasn't trying to be realistic. It definitely, like you say, wasn't trying to be gritty. There's nothing gritty.
Yeah, and I like a bit of grit, but then they committed to their style, and I can appreciate that. They didn't mix it up. There was no combination of grit and softness, so I like that.
I saw a little blurb from Stan Lee when I was researching this movie, where he said that if anybody makes the Fantastic Four comics or something in the future, they should never make it gritty because it will never work. So maybe that was always a thing, to be shiny and comic booky is the way to describe it.
If he said it, then the people making it probably want to
They're all like, we can't go against it. We can't do what Stan said don't do.
Unless you're A24, they could make a Fantastic Four movie.
There also another thing about the movie that I didn't learn until the trivia was, the little robot. It's a puppet, not a CG contraption.
Right.
It's wooden and it's a puppet, and they move it around with strings. I would never have guessed. I thought everything was CG. And like you said about some of the CG for a $200 million movie seems wonky.
Yeah, you kind of like hold your breath.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I'm like, sometimes I'm looking at it going, okay, I don't like the way that looks, but maybe that's what they wanted. Maybe that's supposed to look like it does in the comic page or something, because it doesn't look great. Because when Sue Storm is doing her invisibly ray thing out of her hands, it just looks kind of cruddy, like a blur filter or something.
It's like when you look at old-fashioned 3D without the glasses.
Right.
That's what they were going for.
So then I'm like, I don't really like the way it looks. It looks crappy and cheap. But then is that exactly what they wanted it to look like? So it's hard to... If I say the CG was bad, it might not be. It might be exactly what they were going for.
Right, but if to your eye it's distracting in any way, I guess that's how you measure.
Yeah. Well, what I did measure was Reed Richards' stretchy arm, stretchy leg. It's a bit crap, to be fair.
It always is.
Yeah.
Every single time. Why is it so hard?
I quite like The Thing.
Is that what he's called?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. The Thing.
I didn't remember what he was called. I kept calling the Rock guy.
Rock guy. I quite liked how he looked, especially, and yeah, I had to look this up, but he does get a beard in the comics eventually.
It looks better with a beard. He looks better with a beard, for sure.
And I liked how he looked, and I liked the matter of fact, hey, this is a guy made of rock, but he's playing with the baby. You know?
Yes, he's gentle enough to hold the baby.
Fantastic Four, it's all about the family.
Absolutely.
Family.
Absolutely. You know? Yes, yes. I got you.
As Vincent Diesel would say.
Are you going to compare this to
It's the same thing.
Fantastic Four. There you go.
Bad CGI, both of them, you know. Yeah, it's the same thing. Everything's the same thing. And anything about... It's always about family.
Everything's always the same.
It's family, always. It's like a nice little family.
Mm-hmm. Starts
off with the announcement of a pregnancy, and it goes through this family dynamic, right?
Yes.
Which I thought it was cute. And is that the reason to watch this movie? Because it's cute? I don't know. I like the action. I thought this is a problem I have with all Marvel movies of recent.
Okay.
They build up a big stakes and then it's just ends up not as a big stakes. Like, it's a huge stakes, this movie.
Absolutely.
There's a guy, Galactus, who he consumes planets. He just goes around consuming planets. So when it's your turn to be eaten, your planet gets eaten. And that's what he does. How bad is that? How nervous would you be if you knew that was out there?
Right.
They demonstrate what he does, kind of like in the Death Star way, right?
Yep.
Like, oh, look, he consumed a planet. Not a planet that we know, but we see that he's capable. And then what does it really all amount to? Spoilers.
Yeah, big spoiler.
It's almost like he falls off a building. Even though he's the size of a building.
So Earth is the building.
Yeah.
Yes, I get you.
Yes.
I get you.
And then you're like, okay, is that the threat over? Or, I mean, he's not dead, right?
Correct.
So we'll bring him back in 3 movies' time or something.
Yeah, he can't be dead because I've figured this out, that when you have superheroes and your planet,
yeah,
right? So you got a superhero over here in this city, and we've established, and other countries are going to have written superheroes, of course, that can save the day. Well, now we know that they all exist. So if something bad's happening here in this town where we are, all our superhero needs to do is call the next more powerful superhero, like a Superman or whoever, to come and save the day. And then you're like, oh, threat has been thwarted, right? It never feels threatening. If you have someone coming to devour your planet, that's a good big threat.
It's
I think
huge.
One of the things that was missing, and you even compared this movie to Armageddon, which is true.
Yeah, it feels like Armageddon at many times.
That they didn't go to a planet that was populated. We didn't see any little clips of the planets that he's already gobbled up to where you start going, oh shit. We're watching the creatures and the inhabitants of that planet be like their planets being destroyed, and watch it happen. Like you never saw Alderaan, right? Being blown up. That was called?
Yes.
We didn't see that until, of course, a show later introduces us to the people, but you didn't see it, but you just thought it was terrible, but it never had any weight to it.
Oh, you mean you didn't see it from the planet's surface?
Right, you didn't see it from it happening.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes it even worse.
Yeah, at the time. Well, no, I think it makes it not feel as threatening. It's like, oh, there was a planet that I know nothing about and you blew it up. Big deal.
I'm saying once you've seen the people and got to know and love them all.
Yes, and we didn't get any of that here to like what it would be like to be on that planet as it's being devoured. Maybe that's part of the edginess.
Also, because this takes place in the MCU post multiverse, it's also not our Earth.
That's what I saw was Earth 938.
Yeah, it's another one of the Earths in the multiverse. So that also takes away from, oh, okay. So our Earth, us, we're not involved in this.
So that's what that meant. Okay.
That's what that means, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. It just took away all the like.
While the multiverse is a good idea, I think it needs to go away because I feel like it takes away suspense, drama, any danger. Because if there's thousands and thousands of different Earths,
yeah, like it's disposable.
What does
almost.
one getting eaten matter? It doesn't at all.
I get you.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason you wouldn't want this one to get eaten is because you like the Fantastic Four. You don't know anybody else.
Also, why is the Fantastic Four living on a different planet?
I guess they're on all of them, just different representations of them.
Oh, that's how the multiverse too much. Works. It's too much to think
so
about.
This is one version of the Fantastic Four, the one that we've decided to concentrate on, the one that you're supposed to love, right?
Okay.
All the others don't matter. Maybe that's what the whole, like when we're trying to build to another big Avengers event, which is what they're trying to do. Maybe like there'll be all of them, like thousands of Fantastic Fours turn up. They're all different. But we did that in Spider-Verse, didn't we, with all the different Spider-Men? Yeah. So,
and it's entertaining, but at some point, like you say, you wash away the danger.
Yeah, you do.
The biggest danger for our universe now, we're not talking multiverse here, was the snap, right? Because it's indiscriminate. It was his intention. Thanos is what we're talking about. His intention was he thought everything in the universe was corrupted and bad, and there's too many creatures living. So if we cut half of them out, then we can just go from there, right? It's kind of an obscure, weird enemy idea. But once you've had that, and then what can compare? I mean, a planet eater is bad, but
and
there's also one on Star Trek, by the way.
Right. Well, the build up to, the event, the snap, was brilliant. You felt danger around every corner, and then you realized, oh shit, it's danger right on our doorstep. It's going to happen. Spoiler, it happens. And we have 2 Avengers movies that were awesome. Like, you really wanted to get to the bottom of what's happening here. It felt good. It felt dangerous. You felt like your favorite superhero might not live. And some died, didn't they, on the way.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in the MCU with Fantastic Four, where we are now, I don't feel like anybody's in danger.
I know.
Even though there's huge danger. It's like, oh, you're all fine.
Even when, as I won't say the spoiler, even when we have the moment in this one where you're like, oh no.
Which was good.
Yeah, but I also knew that wasn't going to, I knew also.
I was like, okay, we're going to drag this on a little bit. So you'll think, okay.
Yeah. And then it's not really bad. You're right. You eliminated the danger.
I did have that feeling, but then I also had the feeling, oh, maybe they are going to be ballsy with this. And we've still got 4 people because we've got a baby. So maybe we are getting rid of one. But no, we didn't have the balls to do that. From my opinion, I don't know how you inject the fear and the thing back into it. Like going forward. How do you make it so you care? It has to be our Earth at first, right? It can't be Earth 1002 or whatever.
I suppose unless you build up a whole universe where this particular planet is whatever, you know what I mean?
I guess if you introduce a new Earth and introduce all the people over a matter of movies and then you're so invested in that Earth, then you put the danger on. Yeah,
but that's a lot. It's too much.
Yeah. I mean, the end of stay tuned after the credits because there is something there that sets up the next movie.
I mean, always stay tuned for the credits, right?
Always on a Marvel movie, yeah. So I enjoyed it. I think it's really fun to watch, but I don't think it introduced the Fantastic Four, right? So now we can use them in the future. That's what it did.
I mean, that's another thing entirely. We've switched to all new Fantastic Four people.
Yeah, so these are your new Fantastic Four.
Right.
These are what, if we do have an Avengers movie, which we are having next, these are the ones you're going to see. Okay, so we did that with this movie. And that's it, really, because we didn't do anything else, did we? We put them in peril. And then they weren't in peril. The end.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like they were in peril. I was actually in the middle of the movie, where we started doing the science thing to try and figure out, which was cool. I was like, oh, maybe this will go wrong and it'll be terrible. Maybe this is a real downer movie, but it's not, is it?
We can all be so lucky.
Let's get on to the cast. Pedro Pascal. You might have never seen him before. He's a very rare actor. He's not in much. He plays Reed Richards. What do you think?
I think it was fine because he seemed like a nervous, sciencey guy.
He's very natural, I find.
Mm.
I feel like he's really good at playing like the good guy who's a bit troubled.
Yes, definitely.
Because that's what he does, right?
Definitely.
I liked him in this, and he was supposed to be the lead in Weapons with Julia Garner, but dropped out to make this movie. Was that the right choice?
Don't know. I mean, yeah, it's Marvel. I guess that means a lot.
Vanessa Kirby plays Sue Storm. She's a very good Sue Storm.
Yes.
Probably my favorite Sue Storm so far.
Oh, okay. Well, I like Jessica Alba.
I did, but I prefer I like the mother vibe of this one.
Okay,
I mean,
but is that her or is it the part?
I just thought she played it really well.
Yeah.
And they didn't like go, oh, this is sexy Sue Storm. They did more like, this is Mother Sue Storm, right?
Absolutely.
I kind of appreciated that they didn't go that route. Ebon Moss-Bachrach plays the Thing. What do you think of him? You don't really see him as not the Thing much.
Absolutely not. You just see him in little clips so we know that he was a person.
Yeah.
And again, we know that the first Fantastic Four movies and first Fantastic Four in the movies we're supposed to ignore, but by watching them, we understand that he has been in turmoil because he's the only one whose special power has actually impacted him physically.
Yeah, he doesn't like how he is.
And so we don't address that at all, except to see him kind of feeling a little bit down. But we know it. We know it. So
we also see in this movie that he wishes or he wants that he just had a normal life, like a man wandering around the neighborhood, talking to the kids.
Yes.
But really, like, he's never really going to go back to that. And you're right.
His scientist friend. Come on. Why doesn't his scientist friend help him fix it? Fix it.
Maybe it's not one of those, though, that it's not broken. Like, he's actually fine as he is.
Yeah, but he's not.
He's not. Yeah. But he has a use. Like, he's like a
right, but the other ones have their use, and they can swap back and forth.
Right. And Joseph Quinn plays Johnny Storm. What do you think? He's from Stranger Things, if you don't know.
Oh, yeah, he's the brother.
Yeah.
I don't mind him, and he was fine.
I liked his caring nature as a character. He really cared for the family and the baby.
Yes. They didn't make him hokey, like over-the-top hokey, like, wasn't it Ryan Reynolds? Who was the other one?
Chris Evans.
Oh, Chris
Captain
Evans.
America, yeah. He was Johnny, and it was like kind of like
over the top
and a womanizer. And this guy mentioned something about a womanizer. He said,
I like outer space and I like women, and she's a sexy space alien.
But then they didn't dwell on it. They didn't make him like some chauvinistic.
Correct. And make him like a cartoon character, is that what you're saying?
Which is what the Chris Evans one is, basically. Julia Garner plays Silver Surfer.
Dun, dun, dun.
I love Silver Surfer.
You love Ruth.
Yeah, Ruth. Ruth from...
If people don't know, the lady who plays Silver Surfer is Ruth from Ozark. And she's fantastic. And
you
we
do
love
get
her.
to see her Silver Surfer at one point, just very briefly.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Of course. I really like the character idea. Of course, it's another tortured person who's given the only option to save her planet by having to be the henchman for this terrible entity guy who's not even an entity. He was a person. We need more information about
Galactus.
Yeah, definitely more information.
I mean, there's plenty of information out there, but we're just going off the movies. We haven't. Yeah.
He said, I was just like you, and now I'm this. And then you're like, well, how? What? I need answers.
He's also like sick of being that. He wants a rest.
Yeah.
Sick of chewing, I guess. Too soon.
Sick of digesting.
And we've got, talking of Galactus, Ralph Ineson as Galactus. I only realized like halfway through who he was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's the guy from The Witch.
Yes, he is.
He's got a very specific voice.
I understood who he was pretty much right away because I do like him as well.
Yeah, very good.
I know.
I feel like is he an Irishman? Maybe.
Maybe. You should know. You're from that part of the world.
Directed by Matt Shakman. Matt Shakman has directed a lot of TV, including WandaVision, Game of Thrones, Monarch, the Godzilla one, and The Boys.
I liked Monarch and I liked The Boys. I liked all those, actually.
Yeah, so he's a TV director. And you know what? I was thinking, like, those things that he's directed for TV, WandaVision, for example, they're pretty much a Marvel movie anyway.
Yeah.
So he's used to that stuff. I think he did a good job. I don't think it was, aside from some wonky CG, which I don't think is him, right?
Yes, it is. The director is the project manager. And if the director
But I can't say that he didn't want it to look like that.
But if they watch the dailies or whatever, however they get delivered, they're like, here's how much we've got done, right? Because you check in with the director. And if they say, oh, that's good enough, then yes, they have given their thumbs up or their little stamp of approval. So yeah, I do think it's down to them partially. Definitely.
And as far as it is a good looking movie, I give credit to costume designer and prop art design. It's just cool. Like everything.
It is.
I was like looking at all the details. Like they put a space helmet on. Everything's branded with the Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah.
Even like the baby crib and all the stuff. So it's almost like they could sell it as a product. It's like a product, the Fantastic Four, right?
Well, of course. They
Lunchboxes.
They even play on that in the show, in the movie. Yeah.
All right. So let's get on to IMDb reviews. What are those?
Those are reviews that you find on Tinternet. And we have a friend who loves this part very much. So shout out to her.
Who's that?
I'm not going to say who it is.
Wow.
She knows who she is.
I think I know.
She likes it. And I always say there's the classic, like you said, waste of time, worst movie ever made. What else? What else is a classic these days? Don't know why there's so many good reviews. They've got to be AI. So they blame the reviews for pumping up the,
Well, the first one, you're going to be very, very pleased. Don't waste your time.
Right on.
I only went to see this movie because it got 7.3 on IMDb, but I passed up seeing a couple of other movies to see this one, and I was very disappointed from the get-go. I didn't like a single character. I thought the older Fantastic movies were better. The Silver Surfer has already been done. The movie offered nothing. It's like watching a straight-to-TV Sci-Fi Channel movie.
I disagree.
It's absolutely not that.
Yeah.
No. Those Sci-Fi Channel movies wish they were like this movie. Or maybe they don't. Second one says, another awful remake. I wouldn't say it's a remake either. It's a new story.
It's a remake. They're starting over from scratch.
Not sure why the previous Fantastic Four needed to be remade, but this is another awful remake. I would avoid this. The writer and director cannot come up with stories that are entertaining, and it needs another remake. Oh, I see what he did. Yeah, he thinks this one needs a remake.
Got it.
And then last guy says 40% boring, 40% facepalm, 20% cringe.
Hey, that's a lot of percentages. Does that add up to 100?
I had to say I was looking forward to seeing this movie, but it was just weak and boring and a complete mix. Complete mix?
Mix of boring and interesting?
Sue was very annoying and looked like a Botox-filled Karen lady in Starbucks.
Oh my.
Stretch was a sharp-minded scientist with some bad CGI. Well,
okay.
yeah.
I have to give him that one.
And there's a whole plot with a baby bringing a Starbucks Karen back to life. It's very predictable.
Yes, that is partially true, I must say.
And that's your bad...
that's it. All right.
That's your reviews. All right, so let's give this movie a score. I'm going to give The Fantastic Four First Steps. And as we've said in the past, it's not like my favorite movie, Magnolia, is 10, and then this can't be any close to that, right?
Gotcha.
It's about comparing. In fact, I'm reading Ebert's book at the moment, and he said, what did he say that I read to you?
That
he compares
movies to themselves.
Yeah, so if he's looking at a Fantastic Four movie, he looks at like other stuff that Marvel did.
Right.
And puts it. So I'm doing that. And I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 because it was very fun.
I'm giving it a 6.9, so I'm right up there. The quality hits it a little bit now and then, but I would be interested to watch another iteration of this crew.
I enjoy these characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I really want to see what happens with them and the baby.
Yeah, what's the next threat?
Yes. And is it a threat at all?
Yeah.
All right, so thank you to Marvel and Disney. Next week, we're looking at the new Stephen King adaptation, The Long Walk. I actually read this book maybe 2 months ago.
You did. So are you trying to do that or is it accidental?
That was accidental. Absolutely. I had no idea it was even being made into a film. So, yeah.
Because you talk about a spoiler. Reading a whole book.
Either that or they've changed it for the... Doubtful though, right?
Yeah.
And talking of Stephen King before we move on, I want to mention It, Welcome to Derry on HBO. Absolutely fantastic.
It's really
We've
fun.
seen 2 episodes so far.
It's going to turn some people off.
If you like the 2 It movies that came out a few years ago, It and It Chapter 2, this is the prequel to them, but in a TV show. But it's not like a TV show, it's like a movie, right?
Correct.
It's the same standard as those movies.
Correct.
And so far, I am super into it.
Oh, I know. I'm there with you when you're watching it.
You know, another thing we watched this year was Alien Earth. I was super excited for that, right? You remember I was excited. I'm like, Alien, anyway. And then my excitement got less. Yours started low.
Yeah.
Mine started high, but got less and less, and then maybe picked up a little bit at the end. This one, I'm just fully in. It's better than that. So, movie recommendations. I'm going off, this is a weird reasoning, but Pedro Pascal, The Last of Us.
Okay.
He's literally the perfect Joel. I mean, I played The Last of Us games. Pedro Pascal embodies the whole of Joel for me in the live action.
Okay.
Does he for you?
Yeah. I mean, I've watched you play the game, so I wasn't quite as invested in Joel as you, but yes.
Yeah.
Does a good job.
And the other one is because Joseph Quinn is in here and Stranger Things, the final season is about to start in a few weeks. Stranger Things, I think it's underrated, or is it overrated?
It might be overexploited and maybe underrated for like the quality that we kind of feel it has. You know what I mean? It's to us.
It's another one that I really enjoy. It's so long between seasons, though, that it kind of the steamroller runs out kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then when I get back into it, a couple of episodes in, I'm like, yeah, this is Stranger Things. I love this. You know? It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's ending because they're all about 75 years old now, the kids, right?
Yeah, it has to end. It has to end.
Yes. So I'm glad this is the end now.
This is the end. Oh, that's another one you like.
Yes. So, Last of Us and Stranger Things. I know they're not movies, but they might as well be.
Well, that's fine because in my recommendations, you say, what are my recommendations, you say?
Yes.
Did you?
No.
I'm going back to all the movies that are horror movies for all of time that I've seen. All of time as in from when movies started back at the turn of the 20th century, which would have been from the 1800s from the 1800s to the 1900s. Oh my God, we're so old. That we were almost there for the beginning of movies. And I'm picking just horror movies that I have seen and or television shows. So now for 2010, we're up to Insidious, which doesn't have high super quality. It's a very standard, a family moves into a house and you're like, don't move into that house because crazy shit happens. As soon as crazy shit happens, move out, right? But they don't.
It's another James Wan thing, isn't it?
But because it has that Tiny Tim song.
Oh, it does have that, doesn't it? Yeah. Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Yeah.
Yeah. As a child, creepy as fuck. Now, still creepy AF. So that's what I remember from that movie.
I'm going to ask our Amazon device to play it at 3 a.m.
Oh my God. The other night, off topic, yes. I had been watching streaming core TV for so much that the repetitive ads, there's a song. I'm not gonna let it conjure it up in my head. Conjuring. It actually haunted me in my sleep. I am not even kidding you. It kept waking me up and I was like, fuck this. So the next day I watched core TV from another streaming service with different commercials. That affected my life.
Advertising is insidious. See what I'm saying?
I see. Then the next thing is from 2010, The Walking Dead.
It was
began
good.
in 2010.
It was really good, and then it wasn't.
I know. You can't have too much of a good thing. And then we have The Wolfman from 2010, which I don't believe I was that in love with.
Jack Nicholson.
No, that was just The Wolf from years before that. Okay. This one had Benicio del Toro.
I do remember.
Yeah. Then we have Resident Evil Afterlife. And because there's just a fun take on one of your favorite video games of all time, right?
Yeah.
We know it's not great.
No,
we know.
It's definitely not great.
But, you got to lean into it a little bit. Just be like, whatever. And then Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated was another series of Scooby-Doo started in 2010 that a lot of people don't like, but I liked it.
I do enjoy Scooby-Doo. And on the same note as that, I play Guitar Hero inside Fortnite, and they have the theme tune to that Mystery Incorporated.
Right.
And I said to you, I low-key love this. Like, I can't admit to it. Or
I don't
just
know what
admit
low-key means with
I'm
your
on
kids.
the down low. Like, I love this song.
Do you have to say it like that?
It's a very short song. It lasts about 2 minutes because it's the beginning. No, it's not that one. It's by like a group like Blink-182. Like, it's like that kind of style, like a guitar song. But it's just a cool song. And yeah, there's something comforting about Scooby-Doo. Mm-hmm. You can just watch it and
I love it.
It makes you laugh.
I'll be 58 in 7 days, by the way. 6 days.
You will.
And I still love it. I'd still watch a whole new series. Bring it on.
I think the thing about it is, as an adult, because you know what Scooby-Doo is, you have eye-rolling moments where you're like, oh, God, it's that guy. When he pulls his mask off.
But
that actually adds to it. Makes it.
But they try not to do that all the time.
Yeah,
that's true. That's the fun part.
But even when you watched it as a kid, there were moments where I was like, oh, it's that guy? Like, I didn't see it.
Oh, honey.
I mean, I was just a stupid kid. Right?
I wasn't going to say that.
But now...
I'm sure you were a fine, intelligent child.
The opening frame where you see the guy behind the desk at the motel and you go, oh, that's the guy.
That's the guy.
Yeah, it's that guy. And it always is that guy. It's not a complicated thing. Maybe that's what makes it comforting.
True.
All right. Is that it?
That's all my recommendations.
All right. A Scully stuff. I've been playing a game on Steam called Devil Jam. This is appropriate for Halloween season that's now over.
Okay.
Right? So what Devil Jam is, which I'm really enjoying, by the way, just want to put that up front. There's a game called Vampire Survivors that I really got hooked on a few years ago. And there's a game called Hades that I also got hooked on a few years ago. Now, what Devil Jam is somebody took those two games, the ideas for those two games, and crammed them together and made Hades is like a roguelike where you run around through hell and you do all this stuff and you level up, etc. That's what Hades, the game, is. And Vampire Survivors is you're just dumped in the middle of this room and you can upgrade your character and you have to last as long as possible. Now, what this game, Devil Jam, is based on, it's like a heavy metal theme. So it's about rock music and like demons that play rock music, etc. You're in the middle of the screen. Baddies come towards you and you have to last as long as possible. And along the way, you pick up items to level you up to make you stronger against the demons. And you've got to last as long as possible. It's like a run style game. So usually it'll start off and say, you've got to last 20 minutes. So they'll put you in the middle, and lasting 20 minutes is easier said than done because there's a lot of, I think you might have looked over at me playing it. There's projectiles like everywhere on the screen.
Yeah.
You got to dodge, you got to run, you got to jump. So, and after each run, you go back to this hub area like you do in Hades, and you can buy permanent upgrades for your characters using the currency that drops in the level. So it makes you want to keep going back in the level, trying again to come back, to get more powerful to go back in. So I'll tell you what it's about. This is the synopsis of it. It's not out yet. It's actually out this week, November the 3rd. It says, battle hordes of demonic monsters, upgrade your abilities, and acquire new skills. Customize your build with hundreds of item combinations, and rise through the ranks to fulfill your ultimate metal destiny. Conquer hell in this thrilling roguelike survivor game. So basically what this these people did, Rogueside, they call the developer, they took the best ideas from some of the games that I like the most and slammed them all together. The art style's really cool. When you level up, it does this cool thing where a character like appears on the screen, but like out of nowhere. It's a really cool effect when you see it. It's called Devil Jam. Like I say, it's kind of based around heavy metal, not the property heavy metal, but the music of heavy metal. So every song on every level is a cool guitar, like heavy metal number.
All right.
So it's out on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Tuesday the 3rd? Wednesday. So it's out on Wednesday on Steam, and it looks like they haven't announced a price yet. So, but I recommend it. I've been playing it for a few weeks. Thanks for the early copy, Rogueside. Sid Talk, what's for dinner?
Subway.
And what's your advice?
It has been decided. We're not sponsored by Subway, by the way. We just really like it. And it's been a while since we had a takeaway.
Correct.
Because you've been cooking. Before that, I was cooking.
Yeah, I cooked a soup this week.
Yeah.
That
was so good. Oh my God. Okay, maybe you should make that. No.
It's actually, after making and eating it, and you know what you've made, there's my best thing I've ever made, I think.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, for me it was.
Okay.
I was like,
yeah, but only
that is a professional thing.
It was really good.
Yeah, it felt like,
made.
You know, when you go to like the luscious restaurant and they give you a soup and then you leave that restaurant and you're always like, do you remember that soup? That's what it is like to me. And I made it.
You did. You followed the directions because you're that person, you see. Mine wouldn't have been as good because I wouldn't have followed those directions quite as good.
I blended the crap out of it.
You did. The smoothest cauliflower soup we've ever had with burnt butter and sage sauce. See, sounds fancy.
It was fancy as hell and tasty as hell.
My advice, I'm going to steal advice today, and I might have done it before, and we've talked about already that we went on a 40-mile round trip, camping, biking trip recently.
Oh, yeah, we did. I forgot. It does feel like a while ago.
It does. It was just 2 weeks ago.
I know.
I am not a professional biker. That's the most I've ridden all year.
Semi-professional.
I don't ride fast. No, not any of that. I don't ride fast. I ride just the amount. I push just the amount I need to keep moving forward. My speed is slow.
So how do we manage that when I ride?
Because you just go ahead and then you stop sometimes. And then you say, I'll meet you at this place. And then you wait for me. And then I catch up and then we take off and then you go ahead. Some people don't like that. They think you should be with me the whole time. But I told you when you said, oh, I'll ride with you. I'm like, no, I hate it when you ride with me because you have this real exaggerated, like, oh my God, I have to go so slow. And your whole body kind of like wiggles and wobbles. I'm like, just fucking go because I don't need you to.
See, I go about 12 miles an hour.
Yeah, and I go between 4 and 7.
Right.
Because I just go. But the thing is, this advice that we get and absorb from some of the bikers we watch on the YouTube.
Correct.
We watch Sid and Mackie. It's a married couple who do race.
They're really good.
Mountain bikes. Is that right? Well, different kinds of races, actually.
Yeah.
And then they have friends, Lo and Joe, who also are getting into the racing and, trying to make more of a whole thing of it. And Sid and Mackie are professionals, so they have a coach and they do all the stuff as athletes to do the thing. There's some of the advice that they get and that they utilize, and that seems to help. We've watched them for many years, and their success just grows and grows, at least from what I can tell.
Yes.
So, 1, eating wins races. Now, what that means is when we took off for our 20-mile ride, it's 20 miles one way, I had in my mind, me being me, I hate drinking water. I think it's boring. I think it's kind of stupid, and I don't do it on a regular basis. But I do know that when I'm outputting energy and I'm going through the wind and I'm moving, that I will need beverage and calories. And I thought I'd just take enough stuff for us to eat along the way and little bits of sugar, little bits of whatever. That made a huge difference to me. Anyway, I don't know about you, because we stopped and we ate, and then we had a little bit of...
I was eating sour gummies along the way.
Exactly. And I do think that helped me get through that 20 miles. So that's number 1. And coming home as well, same thing. Had a little bit of food before we left, and then we stopped, and you had an ice cream even on the way there because there was a little shacky thing.
Brilliant.
I just feel like that made sense to me, and I gleaned that from them. And then keep moving forward. This might be the most important one because you and I agreed on the way home that 20 miles.
I mean, that might not seem long, but we were loaded up with a tent and everything.
Not just that.
Yeah.
We also had a whole story of the staying up awake all
Oh,
night.
yeah, we were
I
mostly
had
awake. Yeah.
the horrible cramps in my legs, which I didn't even know if I could get on the bike the next day. So that ride was slow going. It wasn't super painful. It was just hard. And so I kept thinking to myself, I kept thinking of Coach Mike, just keep moving forward. I wanted to stop a lot and kind of like stand up and give my legs a break and my hips and my crotch, you know how it is when you're biking. But then I'm like, nope, I'll just pedal, because if I pedal for 10 more feet, I've moved forward 10 feet, right? That's kind of how I got through the 20 miles. Then there is also tell the negative voice in your head to shut the fuck up. So this is Low. Low Send Quest also has a channel, and her thing is that she has a lot of negative thoughts about herself. And so she's given it a name, like it's a person in her head, and just tells it to shut up. Just shut up. So me saying to myself, oh my God, I don't think I can push. I cannot push another. I can't get from here to those trees up ahead. I just can't. Now we're on a flat trail, so it's not like hilly or anything, but I would see the little tiny hills coming. I'm like, I know I can't. I don't even know if I can walk up it. My thighs. And then I'd be like, no, shut up. Because all you got to do is just do it. I'm not injured. I'm not permanently harmed. I'm not running from zombies. There's no life or death here. I just need to relax and just shut up the negativity and be like, of course I can walk up there, because I can, right? So that was the other one. And then I think Mackie's whole vibe is like, put in the work every day. Put in the work. Do those, whatever they do, all their exercises and their very specific things that they do to get ready for long endurance races and all that. Do that as you go along, a little by little by little, and be consistent and keep doing it, and you will be ready. And so through the summer, we didn't ride a whole lot, but every time I would be like, okay, so if I'm going 4 miles today, and then I'll be like, well, I'll go to the 5 mile mark, and then I'll go to the 6 miles. And then one day I got to the 7 miles. So in one day that'd be 14 miles because we go and come back. That was my way of being like, just kind of increase as you go. So mentally you're prepared for a 4-hour bike ride, because that's how long it took us ultimately, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And physically just keep thinking my thighs can do it. Now, my thighs weren't happy for a few days, but they did it. So I just feel like those are some really good, not just for biking, but for life. So there you go.
Well done. Thank you.
Aye.
All right. So you can catch this podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, YouTube. You can catch us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, anywhere that Instagram and Blue Sky and Threads is available. You can email feedback to me, ascully@ascully.com. Don't email Sid Talk. She doesn't want your email. And stay classy, the Fantastic Four. Very classy, and what a nice family.
I'm going to say, think for yourself, or someone will do it for you.